Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Susie from Threadquarters. Thanks so much for joining me again today. Today I'm going to chat about my sewing achievements in 2018 and my plans for my sewing in 2019. So if you're curious about that, then keep watching. So, if you've been watching me for a little while, you know that this time last year I made a video about my plans for 2018. And I kind of jumped on a few bandwagons, to say the least. And I definitely bit off more than I could chew. I really was very optimistic at the start of the year and was thinking I could very easily achieve all of these things, but reality was something else. So I'm going to chat through the ones that I said I was going to do and sort of tell you how I got on with that. So I've got my little what's it called? My little bullet journal here that I wrote all the challenges down, and I'll also put a little bit of blurb up here for you as well. So one of the first things I jumped on the bandwagon with was my hashtag Make 9 2018 or 2018 Make 9. I'm never sure. I always get it the wrong way around. But anyway, so I had in my Make 9 I had a Cali shirt. Guys, I'm not going to put up photographs of every single pattern that I'm talking through here. I'll link to the other video below if you really want to know, okay, because that would be so much work. It actually takes so long to put all those little photographs up beside, so I'm not going to do that for this one. I'll put little bits of stuff here, but not for every single thing, okay? So the Cali shirt, the fringe top, Romana coat, Archer shirt, ginger jeans, Mila dress, Hadley top, Beatrix top, and Helmy tunic. Right, I did make a Cali shirt. Yay! As best as I can, I'll put pictures up of the things that I did make. Fringe top, I didn't make a fringe top, but I did make a fringe dress, which was gorgeous. I loved it. Romana coat. If you guys have been watching recently, you know that I haven't made one, but I have plans to. I even have the fabric. Archer shirt. Nope. Ginger jeans. I got to the fitting stage and got stuck. So I kind of gave up. So yeah, maybe next year. Mila dress. Nope. Hadley top. Nope. Beatrix top. Yes. I made one, definitely. I've got a lot cut out to be made, and Helmy tunic, no. So not great, really, not great there at all. But I did get some of them done, so that was good. So the next challenge that I said I was going to do was sew my style, and I don't have all the info here, but the first January was the sunny dress, didn't do that. February was the Romana coat, you know I didn't do that. March was the Cali shirt, yay, did that one. April was the marigold jumpsuit. I decided it wasn't going to suit me, so didn't bother. May, I've forgotten what, it was left blank and I never filled it in. I obviously didn't make it. June was the Suki kimono, nope. July was the Lander trousers. I was really tempted with those. I'm still tempted with those, so we'll see how that goes. August, the Halifax hoodie. I do have the pattern. I do have fabric that would be suitable. I might make that for next summer. September, fringe topper dress. Yes, I did that one. October was tote bag. No, because I have a self-drafted tote bag that's very similar to that, which I have also made, so I decided not to bother. November was underwear. Haven't done that. And December was an axle skirt, and I decided it wasn't my style either. So I really didn't do well. I did two out of 12 things. So again, not great. So why was that? One, I jumped on bandwagons because, as I said in a previous video, the sewing community online sweeps you up into a frenzy of, oh, they're doing it, I want want to do it too. I don't want to be left out. Let's join in without really taking time to think about whether it's right for you. And it wasn't right for me. I mean, what I have discovered from it is that my sojo doesn't really work like that, in that in January I'm going to make such concrete plans of what I want to make. Yes, I do love those patterns, but I like to sew when inspiration hits me. I do love planning. Oh, believe me, one of my favorite things is planning. I definitely do more planning than sewing, but at the same time, some of my best sewing and most enjoyable sewing, which is a key point, some of my most enjoyable sewing moments have been when I have inspirations just hit me and I'm saying I have to make that. Sometimes I'll be lying in bed and I'll be thinking about my certain fabric or a certain pattern, and this idea will just start to develop in my mind, and then I can't sleep, and then I've been known to just get up, get out of bed, and I'm rooting through my sewing stuff, and I'm maybe getting the ideas together, pulling out the pieces that I need, and then, you know, the next day or whenever I do get the chance to sew, I am making it and I'm loving it. And to me, that's how I work, and why stifle that? And I find that, you know, having this big long list of, you know, that's nearly 20 things that I said I was going to make. There's only 12 months in a year. There's only so much sewing time available to any one person, regardless of whether it's even your full-time job. And there's only so much you can make. And it shouldn't be, as I've said before, about trying to churn out as much stuff as possible. It should be just, for me, as my hobby, it should be just an enjoyable experience. And to be honest, the fact that I haven't ticked off the majority on those lists makes me feel bad. And I don't want my project to make me feel, I don't want my hobby to make me feel like I failed. It just isn't right. Now, I know that a lot of people did stick to their make nines and their sew my styles, which is brilliant. Congratulations to you. And also it was great because it gave them more direction, more steer, more focus, and that's what some people need and like. So if that's what works for you, then that's brilliant. So I'm just saying what does and doesn't work for me personally, and sharing it with you guys to see if you want to chat about it as well. Now, I had one other challenge that I did last year, and it was a big one, I think, and it was the ready to wear fast. So for a full year, I pledged to not buy any clothes. I was allowed to buy shoes and underwear, and I don't know, like maybe a athletic wear or something, I can't remember. Obviously I didn't buy any of that. And I did it. It actually wasn't hard at all, and it made me realise, you know what, I've actually been doing this for a few years. Now, I certainly haven't been sewing all my own clothes for several years, as in solely only sew my clothes and not buy any. I have bought pieces here and there, but certainly since I started sewing and being more confident in my sewing, my ready-to-wear purchases severely declined anyway. Plus I just I don't have a lot of money to be buying clothes. For some reason I have a lot of money to buy fabric. How does that work? So that's an issue I need to address. But yeah, so I didn't find it difficult at all. I have a confession though. I might have bought one ready-to-wear piece this year. And you know what? I'm not even ashamed of it. And I'll tell you what I bought. I bought a really lovely Fair Isles knit style jumper. And I bought it because it was beautiful, really fitted into my wardrobe colours that I like to wear. It was like a nice lovely maroon, burgundy berry colour, I love that shade, and I love Farrell knits. And one, I can't knit, and two, there's no way I'd be able to sew something like that. So it was an opportunity. It was also in TK Maxx, so that's the kind of place where if you see something, you got to buy it straight away, or you're never going to see it again. So I bought it, and I have no regrets. I love it, and I wore it quite a lot. And then so that made me realise that, okay, going on the ready to wear fast, why did I do it? Just for a challenge to see if I could. That was one of the reasons. The other one was to try and not spend so much money on clothes. That one didn't work so well because I bought a lot of fabric. You know, and what's the difference? Okay, the fabric goes towards a hobby, and that's not just putting clothes on my body, it's also giving me joy. So there is that. I know everyone will say that. But at the same time, I really shouldn't spend so much on fabric, and that's what I'm going to get on to in a bit. And also, I jumped on a bandwagon again, so there's that. I seem to be very good at that. And if you can hear rain, it's absolutely lashing outside, absolutely pouring, and someone's making a loud banging noise, sorry. So yeah, so what I realised about doing this ready to wear fast was that I don't want to make all my own clothes and not buy anything. There's certain things that, one, I can't make by sewing, and I just can't knit. I've tried, it hurts my hands. I have RSI in my hands from sorting oranges when I went travelling in Australia. And that's a whole other story. So it's just too painful for me to knit, which really hurts my heart because the things that people can make from knitting is just so beautiful, and I'm always blown away by it. But no, I can't. So I am more than happy to buy my knitwear, if that's what you call it. And I have been searching for the perfect jumper for a few years now, and I still haven't found it, so I'm on a quest. Tangent again. And also, I mean, I did start making a pair of ginger jeans. It was hard, and I felt dejected, is that the right word? Discouraged. I felt discouraged because so many people seem to be able to make beautiful jeans that fit them really well, and they look amazing, and I was really annoyed that I was struggling so much with the fit, and other people seemed to be able to do it and I didn't. So that was part of my struggle with the online sewing community, and I did ask for help, but I didn't really get the right answer. So I'm more than happy to buy jeans if I can get jeans that fit, and I can. I am lucky that I'm not too much of an awkward shape that I just can't find clothes to fit me properly on the high street, you know, so at least I don't have that issue. So I'm totally fine with doing that. And if there's something amazing and beautiful in a shop that I just can't live without and I can afford it, I'm gonna buy it. And I'm not gonna feel bad about it, because actually I don't buy an awful lot. I don't buy a lot of clothes. So when I do see something that I love, I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. So there you go. So that's sort of a rundown of 2018, kind of. And then now let's talk about 2019. So my plan for 2019 is to not do a Make 9 and not do Sew My Style and not confine myself to these rules and plans so early on in the year. I'm actually going to say one thing that I saw Zoe, what do you know, Zoe, she put up on her Instagram a really great idea for Make 9 alternative. Was she picked fabrics from her stash. She picked 9 fabrics from her stash and said, next year I'm going to make them, but at this stage I don't know what patterns I'm going to use. So that's actually a really good idea and a different take on it. I like that a lot. and I'm tempted with that, but I probably won't do it. But I think that is a great approach to it. So my main aim for 2019 is to sew slow. It's actually really hard to say. I'm going to slow down, I'm going to take my time, I'm going to enjoy the process, I'm going to try and not get caught up in the frenzy online of new patterns, gorgeous beautiful fabric tempting me, and I'm going to just try and enjoy it and not let it stress me out about creating content for YouTube, about Instagram. I'm going to try. It's really, really hard actually. But as you know, I've got plans to make some coats, and they are slow sews anyway, so I'm going to take my time with those. I think I'll probably be doing easier projects in between each of those coats. I've got 4 coats planned, so in between each of those coats I will be doing some smaller things, otherwise I think I would go insane. And another thing I really am very passionate about is trying to reduce our wastage in the sewing community. I do feel I throw away so much, and I'm sure there's a way that we can utilize our scraps a bit more. Now I do give them to H&M, who say they recycle them. I'm also very much keen to try and reduce my waste at home as well, so that's something I'm going to do in the new year. You're going to see my first video probably next week or the week after. My first video of 2019 anyway. It's going to be the start of a little series I'm going to be doing, and it's all about reusing your scraps to make things around the house that can be used again and again, rather than buying these disposable products. So we can actually use our waste to create less waste. I'm going to be doing a little series on reducing the waste in our household by using our dressmaking scraps, and that's the slant that I'm going, is, you know, trying to focus on scraps that you might have had from making your clothes, etc. So look forward to that in the new year. Yeah, so I mean, as I said, that documentary on the channel, that documentary on BBC about Fashion's Dirty Secret, I think it was called, really did have a huge effect on me, and I have watched other documentaries since which have just really opened my eyes and made me feel a bit ill about it. I'm not going to become an eco-warrior as such just yet, you never know, but I really am going to be thinking about sustainability. I would like to start using more sustainable fabrics, maybe a little less polyester, a few more natural fibres. I mean, I do live in Northern Ireland and we have quite a few producers here of linen, and linen is such a wonderful fabric, so I'd like to maybe start looking into using that a little bit more. And I just want to take you on that journey with me as well. I mean, I am learning. There are a lot of people out there who are already very much on the sustainable sewing journey, far further down than I am, so I'll be looking to them for advice and inspiration. But yeah, it's something I'm starting to get quite passionate about, and I hope to maybe inspire you guys as well as I take this journey too. And I'm on my phone because my card was full because I was doing so much videos this morning, and I really have to go and pick up my son, so I don't have time to try and clear my card and start again. So I'm on my phone, guys. And I was literally at the very end to say cheerio. First thing I want to say is I'm wearing a toaster sweater with gorgeous fabric that I got from Like So Amazing. If she does still have any, I will link it down below for you. But really, all I want to say is thank you so much for watching. I wish you all a very prosperous and happy 2019, and I will see you in the new year. Bye guys!